Well, here in Las Vegas, almost $5 billion are spent on human trafficking. It's a dark world that keeps women captive for years. That's where local nonprofit Refuge for Women comes in, and to help these women get back on their feet. Joining me now is Karen Deers. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you, Leslie, for having us.
So
Thank
glad
you so much.
for you that you came in today, because we're talking about something people may not talk about too often. But last weekend, we saw the fight come into town, brought a lot of people. We saw a lot of prostitution arrest, a high number, which normally is correlated with human trafficking a lot of times. Go ahead and tell me just how big of an issue this is here in our community.
Leslie, human trafficking in the U.S. is a $95 billion industry. Wow. And we have $5 billion right here in Las Vegas, so we have a huge problem. Las Vegas has 7 human trade routes coming in and out of our city. That's bigger than Chicago, Atlanta, so 42 million visitors a year, all the fights, the influx of sporting events, that does bring in the working girls. And a lot of the women are trapped. They are in fear of their lives for getting out. They are in bondage to that. It's a dark industry that has women, that's exploiting women and has them trapped, and it's hard for them to get out. When they can escape, they are often left with years of trauma and abuse. And Refuge for Women is a safe house where they can come into our home for free for 9 to 12 months and get that healing that they need and want.
And you guys are providing a lot more than just shelter. You're really getting these women back on their feet after dealing with and seeing what they have.
It's like taking I often say it's like taking that Band-Aid off a wound every single day. Our first phase is just healing the heart and dealing with trauma and abuse issues and trying to get them over that hump, healing their mind, the way they think. And then the second phase is just to try to put those tools in their belt for job preparation, dress for success. How do you prepare for an interview, and then how to get a job, and then we help them get that job. It's a 3-phase program that we run. So that phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, all in that 9 to 12 months.
You told me women need to want the help through the organization, and there are very few beds for them to stay at in our community, although you guys are hoping by the community's help, you guys can obviously maybe open more of these beds.
So we're aftercare. We're not a rescue. And aftercare is that long, arduous, expensive task of running a safe house, Leslie. And there are about 680 beds roughly in the entire U.S. for this type of work. And in Las Vegas, even fewer than that, obviously. So what we want to do is we want to sustain the safe house, invite women to come in to get that healing and that second chance to fulfill their dreams, like you and I can. And have them come in and have that 3-phase program, graduate in a year and get out and try to have that success.
And that's why you're holding your 2nd annual Topgolf Challenge.
Right, so as any nonprofit has to do, we have to raise money, and we need desperately the help from our community here in Las Vegas. We want to sustain that safe house. We want to do these 2 events a year. We've got Topgolf Challenge coming up. It's a lot of fun. So September 8th, Friday morning, 9 to 12, Topgolf. They can go online, get tickets. rfwlasvegas.org is where they can get tickets for that. That will help us tremendously. But they can also go online to that same website, and they can donate too.
Anything. $10 works, you know, anything you have.
Absolutely.
Well, if you want to bring up the details one more time, 2nd annual Topgolf Challenge happening September 8th. We'll post all the details on our website, KTV.com. Thanks for joining us, and stay with us, you guys.